What's happening? So I did a video about a month ago. So I don't know right now the sequence of the videos I'm putting up. So I did a video where I was working on the mount for Helix 5, right? So y'all saw all this, and I kind of explained what I was going to do over here. Now let me show you exactly what it's going to look like. And we're walking. Here's what we got right here. So extra cone that I spoke about. I'll explain what that is. Here's all your hardware. Here's the plate. Here's the base plate. That is what you mount your transducer on. Okay, so first things first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see where I'll best position this bottom plate. So what I want to do is, since this boat narrows down, I think what I'm gonna do is slide it as close to the trolling motor as possible, and I'm gonna try to square it up with this edge, this outside edge. One thing I didn't mention is you don't have to get this base plate. This will mount no problem by itself. If you don't think you need it, this will save you about $38. Looks like we got it right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some tape on it to hold it in place. I've got these self tappers that are the exact same thread pattern and thickness as the screws that come with the plate. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill with this. These are the ones I bought for this. Then we'll go ahead and install it. I'm going to deploy my trolling motor just to get the cord out of the way. Put a little tape on here, just enough so it doesn't move. Back that out. We'll do the other one. Reline this up. We'll do the permanent mount screws, and you got to be careful. Stainless going in aluminum, it'll bind up and it'll break off. So I think we're going to use a hand screwdriver for this. It's just one of those deals. I learned this from putting on the ice chest, that sometimes you just got to go in easy and back it off. And basically what you're doing is you're kind of threading that aluminum. Even though it cut a good hole, you don't want to take a chance of busting off this long ass screw. I'm just going to go in a little bit till it starts going, and once it grabs and it gets a little easier, you can go ahead and take it. I'm not going to take it all the way down until I get the other one started, in case I have to move the plate a little bit. Now this seems easy, but you got to remember, once I get this on, I got to get this on. Then I got to take the tube. I got to mount the extra cone, because you don't know where that's going to be yet. Because you got one where you're running transducer in the water, and then you got where it's stowed. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this done, get the plate mounted. We'll thread the we've got
a lot of people waiting here, so get going.
So these are the screws that hold this plate to this plate. They feel like they're plastic, but they give you a bunch of them. There's a little extra screw here, and they give you this wire. What this is for is you actually attach this somewhere on your boat. If these ever break or this plate comes loose, you don't lose everything. We're gonna line this up. Now these other screws are machine screws. They're not holes. So you line this up, you just basically screw them in. Kind of disappointed these are plastic screws, but it is what it is. When it's all said and done, that's what you got. There's your little locking mechanism. And we'll go to step 2. I went ahead and attached this keeper cable. What I'm doing is I'm taking a pair of pliers, and I'm just kind of bumping these snug a little bit. I don't want to do too much because they are plastic. My only complaint so far is that they're plastic. So what I had was, where my old trolling motor was, my hand controlled. When they put this one on, it was smaller. So I have 2 screw holes here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to clip it where it's just long enough to go under that screw. Call it good. And there we go. Safety cable's installed. I'm going to mount what they call the puck. This is the puck on the end of here. Go get my mounting hardware for my transducer, mount the transducer on there, and here's what I wanted to show you. This thing slides in like this, it locks in, you slide this over, cable comes out of here, transducer's in the water, you're rocking and rolling. What I didn't show you, they give you this wedge. This wedge will mount here, and so what it'll do is when you slide this in, it'll basically lock it in place so that once you get your transducer on, you get all the alignment done, this thing can't turn on you. It keeps your transducer pointing the right direction. Now I've run the transducer wire through the tube. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach the puck. I should have put the puck on first, so we're gonna redo it, and then we'll mount this to the puck. Back to the drawing board.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Okay, so what I've done is I ran the transducer cable through the puck. I haven't mounted the puck yet, and I'm running it through here. So what it's going to do, it's going to suck the puck up to the end with the transducer. You spin this around to where the holes line up. There's a little screw that goes in there that I took out. I'm going to push it on there, line it up, put the set screw in, about like so. We're going to get the transducer hardware. We're going to mount it, and it even has instructions that show you which holes to use, whether you're using Lowrance, Garmin, Humminbird, whatever you're using, it'll tell you exactly which screw holes to use, and I've got that paper somewhere. My Humminbird plate wouldn't line up. Look at the instructions, and right here, there's an extra hole you got to put in there with an 1/8 inch drill bit, and now it should line up. So you got to do a little modification, but it's plastic. Even a dull drill bit will go right through it like butter. So we're gonna mount it. Sorry, I'm just playing with it with the depth finder. I'm playing with. So here's the finished product. So what I did was I mounted the transducer mount to this puck. Y'all saw where I mounted the puck, and this is the extra wedge I was talking about, the wedge of the cone. When you get ready to take off on the big water, you do that. It's up out of the water. I mean, it's only like this far below the gunnel. Bring up your trolling motor, and you're gone. You get where you're going, drop your trolling motor, pick this up, take the keeper off, drop it down, put the little saber on there, and you're good to go. Hope y'all can see that. It was really easy install, guys. It didn't take me that long. I just ran out of daylight. But follow the instructions, think it through. Fishing Specialties, they really thought of everything. It's the absolutely best way to put a front fish finder on these Riptide motors that the shaft slides through the tilt assembly. So that's it for this video. As you can see, I'm on the lake, so there'll be another video following this about fishing Lake Mathis. So I appreciate you watching. I hope this little tech video was helpful, especially you saltwater guys that are dealing with Terovas and old Terras. So we appreciate it.